Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Hwaitingradio episode 36. If you guys have not watched part 1, it is in the description box below. And we're going to be starting with part 2, and we're going to be talking about, more into detail about K-pop, or K-pop fandom behavior. Yeah, and we're going to be talking about the BTS when they were in Sweden. So, yeah. Guest number 2.
Yes.
Your thoughts?
I'm currently still reading it right now. I'm halfway through the post, but I definitely think, looking at Tae's shirt, like I know I've seen that shirt before about him being ripped, but it's just people can make things into more of what they like. They see something and they just assume. Like I know I have that issue sometimes. Like I'll see something, I'm like, oh, well that must be this, but then I have to stop myself and say, wait, no, there must be more to the story. Don't just start assuming. But yeah, I think it's just fans are just getting ahead of the gun, you know?
Yeah, they believe everything they see.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Guess number 3.
Well, I wasn't really too sure because I haven't been up to date lately, but when I read this, I was slightly angry at first because, like, guess number 1, I tend to jump the gun at times, and I thought, how could this happen? I thought, what? And then I read more into the article about what was true and what wasn't, and I'm still not so sure on some things, such as if fans still followed them after they told them to stop or not. But, you know, I'm kind of still just slightly angry because, come on, I know they're, you know, your favorite group and everything, but they're on a break. They're, you know, taking a break to get better, to make more music for you guys, so let them rest. Why bother them? Would you want someone doing that to you? This whole just incident kind of has me a little uneasy.
Guess number 4.
Yeah, well, some of the rumors that were being stated that wasn't true, I didn't even hear about those rumors at first, but one thing that I can say for sure is that a definite element was frustration, that at some point BTS was feeling a bit frustrated. And not just in Sweden, but there have been incidents where we have seen fans getting just a bit too close for comfort. Like there is one video, BTS was just walking somewhere. Can y'all still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, they were walking somewhere, and this one fan got really, really, really close to Jimin. Like he kept composure, but you could tell by the way she was getting way too close, like way too close. Like the security guard was about to reach for her, and they're just, you know, I've seen several incidents with BTS, both in Korea and outside of Korea. Like at the Red Bullet tour in Mexico, there were some incidents where the fans got really way too rowdy, but. You know, like I said, when I was going to reference, you know, in terms of spamming other fans with BTS, there are times where I think sometimes fans need to back off from BTS themselves, because we've seen incidents in the past where fans have pushed idols too far, and they have exploded. Like we've seen the JYJ's incident where JYJ had the whole scandal, and yes, some of these rumors are questionable, but at the same time, we know how some fans can be. So I won't say for sure that I won't say that they're true, but at the same time I won't say that they're not true, because it doesn't matter where you're from, there's crazy fans in every single country. We've seen it with Infinite, we've seen it with TVXQ, we've seen it with every single fandom. Now, I won't say all enemies are crazy. I won't say y'all are cuckoo-cuckoo and y'all are stalkers.
Yeah.
But
Y'all are cuckoo-cuckoo.
but I will. But from experience, I told Mitzi, and I think I might have told Amber about this. There was one incident where someone, not to talk about race, but somebody said, "Hey, let's make a group chat with Black K-pop fans." And like, so I'm like, sure. I'm like, sure. So we got in the group chat. It was just me. It was 2 guys, me and one other guy, and the rest were girls. It was about 15 to 20 people, and literally, it was nothing but 19 plus references about BTS in certain body parts.
Oh.
And I'm like, guys, chill.
Yeah.
And when I told them straight up, I'm like, guys, you need to chill. And they were just like, you're taking it too seriously. I'm like, but seriously, y'all need to chill.
Y'all need Jesus.
Like, I'm like, yeah, I get it. You love BTS. Now, this wasn't me saying stop sending with BTS. This was me saying tone down the language.
Yeah.
Because y'all were saying some pretty raunchy stuff, and some of y'all are still minors.
You are 5?
Yeah, like the youngest was about 13, and the oldest was about
Oh
God.
and the oldest was about 23. And yes, both old and younger members of the group chat were participating. It wasn't just the younger; it was both old and young.
Where's she? I need to find this person.
That's wrong on so many levels.
And I just told them, like, guys, you need to calm down. Like, I get it, Jungkook just became legal, but still, that's. But still, like, it was just like. I'm just like, and it was just like, man, I was the most uncomfortable situation I have been in. Where they were like, it was just unnecessary, very unnecessary. Save it for the fan fiction. Right?
Yeah. If BTS was, here in my city and I saw them, I'd be like, oh my god, it's them. I'd go up and, talk to them, ask them for a picture. But if they were like, no, we can't do that. We're on our break. Please respect that. I'd respect that. Yeah, I totally get that. Like, fans, they need to back off of BTS sometimes, because, like, when they get, like, as a person, realize it. If you were in their situation and, like, yeah, you love your fans and everything, and they're important to you, but would you want them getting all up in your personal space after repeatedly telling them, please, can you back away? Or wouldn't you feel uncomfortable if someone did that to you? Like, I totally agree. The armies are getting a little bit out of hand. I'm not saying it's all of them. Like, we have some of them, who are like, oh yeah, we totally agree, we need to calm down. But there's just like those, like, sasange. They need those. We're getting a lot of those now. I totally agree that BTS armies need to calm down a bit.
And I want to agree with, like, I get that you're excited to see a K-pop idol, and it's okay to ask them for an autograph or a picture. But if you run up to them, chase them, or, like, scream in their face trying to ask for something, it doesn't work that way,
Yeah.
Like, if I was a K-pop idol, my first thought would be like, oh my god, they're gonna murder me. I need to run. Because I don't know what you're trying to do. If you're like, oh my god, I'm like, oh my god, I don't speak their language. They're probably trying to kill me. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna run. But, like, just, oh dear.
Yeah. I personally have had an experience like that not from their side. I mean, I haven't done anything to make fans crazy about me, but I have some friends who are in a band that I got to go on a tour with as their merchandise assistant. And so I got to see firsthand the other side of it. And there are some times where we had a couple of those moments. There's this one girl who, like, broke down crying, and the friends that I have, they kind of panicked. They didn't know what to do. It was like they got, like, really scared about that. And then it was a week of tour, and on our last night, we load the bus up at, like, midnight or 1 in the morning. And we got on the bus, and someone was on our bus.
Oh, God.
Sitting there. And so it was actually, like, really terrifying because, I mean, there's about 11 people who were living on that bus. And I was one of the first 3 to walk in the door. And I was one of 2 women. And it was just this teenage kid, and he was looking for another band because we had bought their previous bus. But, oh man, it was that alone was terrifying because he was just sitting there on our bus, and he goes, is this so-and-so's bus? And we're like, no, who are you? What are you doing here? You need to get out. So they took him to security. But all of us were all hands on deck searching for everything on the bus to make sure he didn't snatch anything. Like, all of our wallets were there, our money, cameras, and their camera team had some expensive gear. So it was like, I know the other side of that aspect.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying sometimes.
Yeah, if you were to put yourself in, like, their shoes and, like, people, like, just running after you, like, that's really scary. Like, can you imagine that? It's extremely scary. And, like, especially, like, on social media, getting, like, kind of inappropriate comments, like, about yourself, like, that's I would feel really scared. Like, why are they saying this about me? Or, like, things like that. I would, if you put yourself in the idol's shoes, it's really scary. And, like, I get the excitement. I get, like, oh, like, I'm talking to them. And, like, a lot of idols have come out and said like, hey, don't text me, like that's my privacy, but it's, you know, it's doing it online and in person, and it's just kind of like the idol's gonna reach a breaking point, and just then people get mad at them because they're saying, you know, they're getting mad and like they should be used to this. Well, they're gonna reach a certain point. If they've been doing this for like 8 years or so, they're gonna, you know, be like, I've had enough. Like this is enough. I need my privacy. You know?
Yeah. Like right now, I think I don't want to bring him up, but that's what Justin Bieber's doing right now. Said something about like he's done taking photos. Don't ask him for a photo ever again. He's done. He needs his space. And I don't want to see anyone have to go to that extreme as well, because it's unfair to him. It's also a little unfair to the fans, because it's like, you know, you want to see someone get a picture with them, because I know I always try to ask people, do you mind if I take a picture with you? And it's just, you know, you just don't want to see like have BTS go down that road.
Yeah, like,
or just anyone.
Yeah, and I'm gonna bring up, because me and Mitzi we've talked about this before, when we were talking about KCON tickets. This I don't know how LA was, but for New York, a lot of the people I talked to, a lot of the people who blocked. Okay, I really can't do English.
What is English?
Who bought platinum tickets in New York. I don't know about LA.
Amber.
Shut up.
New York. I said New York. I said who bought tickets for New York was buying it specifically to see BTS. And that concerned me just a little bit, just because, you know, all these people trying to see BTS, all these people trying to get high touch, is something gonna go wrong.
Yeah. Like, you guys... oh dear, I'm so sorry. You guys, like, this was a while ago, but you guys remember when, like, that threat for, like, Rap Monster, where the fan was like...
Yes.
Something totally like that. Like, I want to buy KCON tickets, you know, and I mean, it's not just for BTS. Like, I'm so excited they're gonna be there, but like, it's for the other bands there too. But you know, if like something like that happens again, that's gonna make me so just angry, because one crazy fan ruins it for thousands of honest, sincere fans, and we, you know, not only do we get a bad name, the band gets a bad name too, because they'll have to cancel, they'll have to disappoint people, and you know. It's just something's obviously gonna go wrong with, you know, all this craze.
That, and it's like scary to say that to the idol, like, oh, I'm gonna shoot them, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's scary, and it was scary for everyone that was seeing them at the TRB. It was just scary, because like, how could you even say that about anyone?
Like with Rat Monster, like, I think it was because, you know, he said something and everybody took offense to it. Like, I mean, they're not perfect. I know that. They have their mistakes and faults, but I still love them because of that. But, like, to imagine, like, during the concert, they were told, oh, you have a high alert. There's a possibility that something might go really wrong. How do you think he'll feel, like, about that?
You feel so on edge.
He'll feel so on edge, and, you know, they won't be able to perform, and they'll just feel just so... like, it's so bad.
Yeah, which is also like last year, like Amber and Mitzi hated me for this, but last year I kept saying something bad's gonna happen to BTS. I just know something bad's gonna happen. And Mitzi was always like, shut up, CD. I'm like, no, Mitzi.
Because it's annoying.
Because I felt something bad was gonna happen. And two of my friends went to New York and they didn't get to do High Touch because of that incident. And then they went to the highlight tour because they really wanted to, you know, get their money. They wanted to at least get the High Touch. And then I heard in the incident with the highlight tour happened. And thankfully they got their High Touch and fan sign. It still is like now, like it's almost like what's the word? I saw a video and they were like the levels of K-pop fandoms. They're like, there's your regular fan, there's your Korea boo who's a little bit annoying, and then you have sasaengs. And right now, I think not all. Once again, I'll just
not all armies, but a lot of them are becoming Sasang fans.
But the saying goes, a bad apple spoils the bunch. They're at the Korea boo level. And yes, you can jokingly call yourselves a Korea boo, but Korea boos can be very, very, very annoying. Like going to the point where you can lose a friendship annoying. Yeah. And the next level is sasaeng, and we don't want to get to that level, you know.
That's a no.
Definitely.
No.
Yeah, so it's just like my concern and my constant criticism of the BTS does not come out of hate; it just comes out of concern. You know.
Right.
Because when I got into the fandom, yes, there were sasaengs, there were sasaengs.
There's always going to be sasaengs.
Yeah, there's always sasaengs in
just-
every single.
It's just
Yeah.
the concern that there's more songs coming into the fandom. Like,
Sorry, you
there's
keep
gonna-
saying the
sorry.
songs. It just sounds really funny.
yeah, but like
I-
there's more coming in. Yeah, I can totally see, and it's just a concern. Like, when is this gonna get to a point where there's too much of this, and it's gonna totally just cause
Sure.
chaos everywhere?
Yeah.
I don't want to find out that my best friend just became like, it used to be sasaengs where it's just like out of 3,000 people there might be like 1 or 2 or 5 sasaengs, but nowadays it's like in that one group of like that one group of friends, at least that's over exaggerating a bit, but it's just like it's becoming easier to find sasaengs. And I don't like the fact that it's sasaengs, you know. So it's just like, guys, calm down. The sasaengs are coming. The sasaengs are coming out. They're repopulating. Let's like chill. Not saying that Amber and Mitzi and all the ARMY fans out there are going to become sasaengs, because no, that's not.
And I actually want to say something. I know that we're talking about BTS, but I kind of want to like erase every group from your mind. You know, make it all about the fans. This is not about BTS fans. This isn't about EXO fans. This is about the whole fandom in general. So.
Have you seen pictures? Like, man.
Well, I like how you guys said, like, you guys put yourself in their shoes, the idol shoes, and how would you feel if someone followed you? And I really like that, because no one really says that. So I'm really proud of you guys.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
But like, yeah, like it might be flattering at first, like, oh, this person thinks, you know, I'm attractive, they like what I do, that they're willing to, you know, come, you know, ask, but it gets to a point where it gets scary. Like, I don't know, like, I'm in a new city, because if you're just an idol at all, and you're being watched by thousands and thousands of people everywhere, and then like you don't even see half of these people. They're all behind screens and everything, but they know what you look like, they know your behavior, they know your habits, where you work, where you might possibly live, and then like you go and visit this strange new country and it's new to you, but these people, they recognize you and they come up to you and they're like, oh my god, let me take your picture or something, and you reject them, and all of a sudden they get so violent and you're like, what did I do? I don't know. And it's just terrifying to really think about it in that perspective.
It's a matter of how you approach the idol. If
Yeah.
you're, like I said, if you're screaming in their face, they don't want you. They're scared, you know?
If you ask politely and, you know, you respect them and, you know, give them their space, then yeah, they'll probably agree to, like, if you want a picture, sure, photo, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
And how do
Wait,
you...
pause.
Oh.
I gotta leave, but
Okay.
I completely agree with all your things. I'm sorry I couldn't participate that much in the show. I'm gonna give my 2 cents real quick. If you even search up sasaeng fans, you guys already know like what they look like. You see them all around like mirrors, or not mirrors, windows and stuff like that. You know they follow them. That's like legit stalking, and there's rules against that. So any fans listening to this right now, honestly, search that up. You know what it's like. And I mean, like that whole perspective where it's like where you guys said that Ember agreed with, what was it, is was it the
Putting ourselves in the idol shoe?
in your shoes, because like literally, you know, when you think about that, I get creeped out when like I see security guards following me, you know, like what versus like they're chasing them down. Like I can't run that fast. Like if I think about that, like, man, I mean, like I'm pretty sure like the idols are trained really well, but the fact that they're actually put into those situations where you think about it, like you don't want to be put ever put in those situations, you know, and have to deal with
terrifying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I will leave and have a good show. Thank you, Amber, for inviting me once again, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay.
Bye,
Thanks.
Mitzi. Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
I want to say something really quick about the whole putting yourself in like your shoes kind of a thing. I learned from a very, very early age how to act around musicians. My dad works in radio, and so I get to meet a lot of artists. It's Christian radio, but so I get to meet a lot of artists, and from a very early age, they taught me how to approach people and how to politely ask for stuff and how to respect those wishes. So it's like I've always carried that on with me with no matter what. I even use that just with people that come into the restaurant that I work at. of how to approach people. And it's just like, I was lucky to learn that on from an early age, but I see that there's some people who haven't had that knowledge put into them, or skill set, and it's just like, I kind of want to step in and like teach them, but then it's like, at the same time, it's kind of, it's not my place. I don't know what I'm trying to say really, but it's just, you just kind of have to.
We understand.
Yeah. So it's like, sometimes you want to take someone aside and go, hey, listen, you can't do that. But
it's
sometimes
not
you
your
just
business
can't.
at the same time.
But I think if people see that now, if people listen to this, I hope that if you see someone acting crazy, you would talk to them to the side, say, hey, that's not right. You're in their personal space. Like, hey.
Yeah.
Respectfully, like, don't just like pull them saying, hey, you need to knock it off, kind of a thing. Just like, hey, listen, I know you're really excited, but you just got to kind of take it down a notch,
Yeah,
just kind of talk, like, reason with them.
Yeah, I'll quote somebody on that, because there's a YouTuber I follow named Ashley. She's from a channel called Multifaceted ACG.
Shout out.
And at last year's KCON, she was doing panels, and in between panels, someone said, "Oh my gosh, all these Asian guys are like so hot," and she had to pull her aside, and she's like, "That's fetishizing, or what's the word?
Fetishizing.
Yeah, that's
something like that.
You need to calm down with that. There's more to these guys than just their looks."
Yeah.
And, when I got into K-pop, no one got me into K-pop. I stumbled upon Wonder Girls, and then I got into it from there. No one taught me how to get through it. I will say there have been moments where I look back on past comments I've said, and I was like, I shouldn't have said that. I really wish someone had corrected me when I said that. And, like, some people, like, I know sometimes I've talked to people and they say, well, it's not my place. But, as a Sunbae, I won't say older, as a Sunbae fan who's been in the fandom for a long time, who's been around, I saw those crazy fan riots back in 2008, where people were getting stabbed at the Dream concert, when things were just getting crazy. As someone who's been through that, who's seen how crazy it can get, I can't help but say, just like, yes, pull the person aside or DM them, saying you need to calm down. If you don't correct them right away, it's not. There'll be a point where they may not have remorse. Like, this one fan walked up to Yuchan from JYJ and smacked him because she loved him.
Yeah.
Or the rumored quote idol killer, who nobody knows I don't know if she's real or not. It's just a sasaeng that was poisoning idols, putting stuff in their drinks because she loved them so much, and she just wanted to get their attention. If someone does not correct them, then eventually it gets to a point where they don't think what they're doing is wrong because no one ever told them otherwise.
Yeah,
So
like.
yeah.
Oh, continue.
No, that was basically that was me closing it out.
Oh. Like, yeah, it's. I agree with both of you, but I'm not trying to pose, but I agree with both of you. Yeah, it's none of our business really, but as a fellow member of the fandom, as the whole fandom, not just one singular fandom, but as a member of the fandom, we should watch out for each other, tell each other, hey, that's not okay, that doesn't look okay, it's not normal, like, that's not okay for you to do, because that's only embarrassing yourself, it's embarrassing them, and it's embarrassing everybody else too. And like, teach them what's right and what's wrong, because like what guest number 5 said, yes, they're gonna get to a point where they do it so much because no one's told them anything, that they're gonna think it's okay. Like a kid, like, say you have 2 kids, one kid they both steal, one parent tells the first kid, that's not okay, you shouldn't do that, that's not right. The kid, he begins to learn that, oh, that's not how I should act, that's not what I should do, that's not okay. Because no one told kid number 2 that what he was doing wasn't okay, he's going to continue doing it, and he's not going to ever think it's wrong because no one ever stopped him.
Yeah.
So like, we shouldn't necessarily, reprimand them, but like, teach them, like, hey, that's not okay to be doing, maybe you should try this way, or do it another way, not the way you were doing it, because it's not okay to do that.
And that reminded me of like, good acts from the K-pop fandom. Like, if how some people organize the airports things, like, hey, stand behind this line, we can cheer, and like they organize it within the fandom. Like,
Yeah.
That's something good. Like, do that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, so guest number 2, we're gonna be ending this. So give me your final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Just treat people better. Fame or not. Especially if they're famous, give them their space, ask for permission. Because honestly, if you were in that spot, you wouldn't want someone to like randomly grab you or shove stuff in your face or I don't know, sneak into your hotel room and steal something. It's kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie, that's super creepy. But kind of just give the idols their space. They're humans too.
And guest number 3.
I totally agree with like everything that was said during the show. Like, yeah, give them their space, treat them like people, because honestly, I don't want to see my groups come to the point where like Justin Bieber, where he's just like, don't ask me for pictures anymore or anything. I wouldn't want to see, that just because of this few incidents that happened and they've gotten tired of it. Treat them as if you were treating another person, even though they're your favorite person in the world. Give them their respect. They're still human. They still have emotions like us, and they'll eventually have their breaking point too. And I don't want it to come to that point because that's really sad. So yeah, I agree with everything that was said today.
And guest number 4.
Yeah, hey guys. Yes, I know this originally was about BTS, but at the end of the day, this is also can be a message to all the fandoms out there. Treat idols like humans, but at the same time, treat your fellow fans like humans. Respect their opinions. Respect who they like. Don't be afraid. And yes, you might love that one group, but it never hurts to branch out there. Like I've said in my video, the Hallyu wave, not just K-pop, but the whole wave in general, is a magical wave that I I don't know where my life would be if I had never decided to click that one Wonder Girls video and then get into everything else. Respect the idols, respect your fellow fans, because at the end of the day, this is a family. We don't want this to be a dysfunctional, chaotic thing that you see on reality TV shows in America. Respect your fans, respect your fellow, respect your idols, and at least branch out, you guys. It's a big genre. There's so much variety here. It's a lot more fun when you don't stick to one thing.
Yeah, don't let it become like the One Direction fandom. That's a big no-no.
And guest number 6.
I agree with what everyone else says, but just definitely respect their privacy, respect who they are as a person. Just because they have the title of an idol doesn't mean that they're any less of a person or that they're, more or anything. They still have the same exact emotions and everything. So, and I'm sure if they didn't have the title idol, you would not be, saying those things to them or, doing the things that you do. We talked a lot about BTS. It's mostly BTS, but it's been happening for years and years, and it's probably will continue, which is horrible unless we change. But it happens with every group, and yeah.
And hopefully that change can start now with one person, 3 people, even us, 4 people. Just treat them like they're human, please. Just respect them. You can love them from afar. Don't stalk them. All the basic things that normal people should know.
Yeah.
Common courtesy.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right. I want to thank all my guests today. We lost guest number 1 and guest number 5, but I want to thank them again, and they're always welcome. And guest number 2, please introduce yourself and whatever you want to promote.
My name is Kenzie. I am just a generic K-pop fan, but you can find me. I have my own website. If you just search for XX, Kenzie X, KenZieX, you will find me pretty much everywhere. I use that thing everywhere. But yeah, so I'm always looking for new fans because it's actually very hard for me to come by K-pop fans, even online. It's hard for me to reach out. So if y'all want to get to know me, I'd love to get to know you. So there you go.
Thank you. And everything will be in the description box below. So go follow, go look at their stuff, and support them. And you have made a lot of friends today, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. And guest number 2. Or no, not 2. Oh gosh.
I was gonna say, I'll go again.
Go again. Guest number 3.
Hi, my name is Diana. I'm just a K-pop fan. You can follow me on Amino K-pop. My username is HobieBaby. And I had fun today. Thanks.
Thank you. And guest number 4.
Once again, I am the pride of the East Side. I'm CD from the YouTube channel AK3R. That stands for American and Koreans Reviews, Reactions, and Rants. I know that's a mouthful. Subscribe to my channel where you can see Mitzi, me, and the rest of our co-host family. There's a lot of us, oh Lord, like after school. Thank you guys for coming to this episode. Thank you, Amber, for dragging me here by the skin of my non-existent hair. That made no sense. That made no sense what I just said. But yeah, nice talking to you guys.
Guest number 6.
My name is Tori, and I'm from the channel Totally TNT, where I do K-pop music video reactions and just whatever else. Yeah, thank you so much for having me today. It was so fun talking to everyone, and yeah.
Thank you, and I hope everyone learned a lesson today. And yeah, just enjoy K-pop, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, I say fighting together. So 1, 2, 3, fighting!
Bye.